there?
Whenever you're ready. Good evening, and welcome to Season 3, Episode 27 of Robin's Piano Bar, where the drinks and the food are virtual, but the piano playing is real. I'm your host, Larry Kosson, streaming live to you on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch TV, LinkedIn, and Bandcamp. Tonight's episode is In Living Color. And now, please welcome to our own home, our favorite piano gal, Robin Spielberg.
Hello, everyone. We're happy to be with you live in living color. Not really old enough to remember the days where there wasn't living color on television, but I can only imagine what it must have felt like to all of a sudden have everything color. How fantastic. So we haven't been here in a bit. Nice to be back. We had a wonderful, wonderful tour in Georgia last week. Absolutely fantastic. And now here we are with you on a lovely fall day. And because there are so many colors in the season of autumn, we thought we would share this evening of songs that mention color or have color in them. And I will start with an original. This is The Orange Fox Waits. That composition appears on the album A New Kind of Love. And although it has fox in the title, it's a little deceiving. The piece was not about or inspired by a fox, but by a cat that we had that was named Fox. He was an orange kitty, right there?
Yes.
He was one of your favorites.
Yes.
He went on to the next kitty cat life. One of the things I remember about Fox is that he used to, I don't know, he had this little fetish for postage stamps, and he would steal them from from my drawer and run around the house with them. So, yes,
His meow was broken too.
His meow was a little broken too. He used to meow like in a very hoarse kind of meow. That was a sweet cat. Hi there, Karen and Lorraine and Steven. I see you, Marcia, and Karen is here. And Leonard, we missed you. Thank you for being here. Marty is here. Joanne, Donna, Patricia, Lynn. I see you all. Thank you. Thanks for showing up. Fran, nice to see you in Ohio. Harlan, a.k.a. Peter. Vicky. We had a great time. We were in Savannah, Georgia, and they still have a bit of summer left over there. So we got to enjoy that kind of weather, really very nice, and did some master classes in Savannah with piano students and music students at a conservatory. And then we headed over to Jekyll Island, Georgia. I played last in Jekyll Island 22 years ago. Valerie was just 2 years old. It's crazy. And there were many people at the concert who were there 22 years ago. I was astounded by that. But it was sold out, and there were 3 standing ovations. It was just, it was fabulous, right? You liked it there too, right, Larry? You got to ride bikes.
We rode bikes for 2 days. We had a good time.
Yeah, we rented bicycles.
It's a very
I
fancy
rode one day.
place.
It was pretty flat. Yes, the second day you went on a bigger ride without me. But lots of fun. So, we're here this week. We're here next week as well. So we'll see you. This is live stream, if you're counting. 199. I don't know what to say. That's just insane. Who else is still doing these? No one. Me. Here is from Pocahontas, Colors of the Wind. Yes, colors of the wind. Oh, Karen's saying you're getting some snow. It seems like summer was a dream. And autumn, it kind of tricks us. It tricks me every year because the colors are just so vibrant and so beautiful. And you go out for a walk on the trail and you see the leaves falling. It looks so romantic. In yellow and red and orange and brown, all the colors. And it's so lovely. It's distracting. It gets your mind off what's to come. And then the next thing you know, what do we have? Stick weather. Right? Someone in Vermont taught me that. Stick weather. I said, what is stick weather? Stick weather is when it's not beautiful in autumn. It's not beautiful and there's buds of spring. It's not all the blooms of summer. It's just dead-looking sticks in the winter. And it's dark. Yeah, don't like that too much. But
We're not going to call it winter anymore.
what are we going to call it, Lair?
Shiver.
Shiver. And why is that?
Well, because we call autumn fall.
Yes,
Leaves
it's
fall.
emotion, fall.
Right. And spring also.
Right, we're spring. We have
Right.
spring in our step.
So we decided that we're going to call winter shiver.
Winter should be called shiver and summer should
Summer
be called
sweat.
sweat. Yeah.
Right.
All the seasons should be verbs.
Right.
All right. Well, we got to help get that going.
That would
So-
be the only thing it would be a problem is that then I don't think that you'd name any of your children Sweat. People name their children Summer. Just
Yeah.
like no one really names.
Well,
their,
we could
Do
change
we know
the
anybody-
accent. We can make it swayat.
We don't know anybody named Winter, do we? Do we?
No, we know people named spring, and we know people named summer,
Yeah.
and people named autumn.
Right.
No one names anyone after winter.
No one. Right.
Be suspicious if they do.
And no one would name their child Sweat either. I don't think.
No, but I do think that the season of shiver is soon coming, and Peter says that summer in Florida should be called melt, right?
Yeah.
It makes sense. That was an old standard. It never entered my mind. Kind of a sad song, but I included it because it has the color orange in it. And lyricists never use orange because did you know that orange does not, or orange, depends on where you're from, orange, does not rhyme with anything. But the song has lyrics about orange juice. So there you go. It qualified. And hi there, Brett. Nice to see you here. And I'm glad that you enjoyed that new one. Nice to see you, Maria. Thank you for being here. Never entered my mind. Well, this counts, right? Gold. Gold's a color. We like gold. A lot of golden leaves falling right now. I used to collect them. Well, we all did, right, when we were kids. But now I started to do it again. I did it when we were little. I used to collect all those colored leaves and put them inside big fat books and preserve them and look at them. And I don't know, I started doing it again. I remember there was one project in school where you put them between the leaves between wax paper, and then took a towel and then you ironed, and you put them on your window. You saw the leaves. It's pretty nice project.
Or we can just gather them up and put them in your garden so that they.
It's good for mulching. Yeah, that's the new trend is do not rake your leaves. Your neighbors might not like you for that, but
it's supposed to be
actually
more
really good for the environment.
Environmentally sound.
Do not rake them. But this is what I do. I will be raking my leaves, but I will then rake them up and put them into the vegetable bin. Kind of crunch them up and put them in there, so where they could do their work.
I wonder when we were kids if we had said to our parents, "It's more environmentally sound. We shouldn't be raking," whether they would have gone along.
They would just thought we were crazy.
Sent to our room.
We did a lot of raking.
We did a lot of raking.
We did. And do you remember that house that we had? We had this really little house in Montclair, but man, like these two enormous trees that it took days.
I wish we knew now what we know then.
So that was Sweet Betsy from Pike. That's that very traditional melody, and it brings back a lot of memories for me. I recorded that on the album Sea to Shining Sea, A Tapestry of American Music. It's an Americana instrumental album. And but I was first introduced to that song in 1987. I was in Vermont doing a play with the Atlantic Theater Company, and it was a very interesting, very, very creative summer full of unexpected surprises. I was actually writing the music for a Civil War play that we were doing by John Guare called Women in Water. And one of the leads ended up leaving Vermont and going to New York to replace Madonna in the Broadway production of Speed the Plow. And so her understudy got the lead, and then I got the part that the understudy had, so I had a big part in the play, and was also running backstage and doing the music, all the segues with a few other instrumentalists. It was a very busy summer, filled with lots of surprises. Kind of fun to think about that again. And so now this one is from my album Love Story, which is behind me. Pardon?
There's a question before.
Oh, I
go on.
missed it.
So
And
people are asking about the piece of cloth that the Steinway on.
so I didn't put a piano here this time. This is a
It's hang on.
yes.
So there were guesses.
Guesses.
There were guesses that it was for your sweat because we talked about sweat. There was guesses that it could
I
be.
don't sweat. I perspire.
So it could.
Yes.
There's also guesses that it could be for polishing, which it's not.
Nope.
Anybody else? Bueller.
Well, should I show them
Anybody?
what it does, what it is?
Let's wait.
We'll wait.
Or
It actually functions. It has a function. But we will go next into,
Bueller.
and thank you, Patricia, for noticing my hair ribbon. Little side ponytail. My daughter started wearing side ponytail to work, and I'm like, you know what? I'm liking that. I'm going to do it. This is from Love Story. This is Love is Blue. And it made me really happy that the songwriter's son wrote me a personal letter telling me that out of the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of versions that he has heard of his father, Andre Pop, has heard of Love is Blue, that mine was his favorite. My heart. It was such a nice post. And then he broadcast it. He's in France on social media. So a lot of people were responding in French, but also in English. And I was just really happy to hear that he felt that way. So this is Love is Blue. some more guesses. A towel for the piano bar. And to wipe the piano key. No.
Go one comment above the...
Whose comment? Lynn got it.
Yeah.
So yes, folks, it's a dust cover. I'll show them. And there we go. Isn't that fancy? So I put that on the keys. I also, if I'm going away, like we did, I make sure it's kind of double. I don't like closing the lid simply because A, super heavy, B, we've got all the microphones in the studio set up. We don't want to have to redo it. So sometimes I use it to put it here to just cover the pins as a dust cover. But that's what it is. And perfectly sized to match the length of the keys. My technician was here today tuning the piano. We just left it here. So there you go. Hope everyone is doing well this evening and enjoying our return.
What's next?
What's next? The color red. I already told you about I used to insist on only wearing red when I was little. My poor mother, she had to find clothes that were red. I refused to wear anything else. Maybe that's why I still wear red when I dress up. 2 album covers have me in red dresses. This is by Neil Diamond, Red, Red Wine. But I don't remember it really as the Neil Diamond version. I remember the UB40 version, right? They made like a hit, this kind of reggae beat to it. So I've never played it before. Here we go.
you started playing that song, I got something in my eye. I think it was Stardust.
Was it Stardust?
Yeah.
There's the color purple in it. But back to back, two Hoagie Carmichael songs. This one is Skylark, which I have not played before on the stream. And another old, beautiful, beautiful song. So Eric's asking tonight's theme. It is colors, right? In living color. So every song has color, a color in the title or a color in the song, or maybe it's just colorful. This is Skylark. This is a Lerner and Lowe tune. 1960, If Ever I Would Leave You. And it has a few colors in it, I think. Red flame. Autumn comes up in the song as well.
Leave.
Pardon?
Leave. Autumn. Leave. Ha ha.
Ha.
It's
Autumn.
in the title. Autumn's in the
Leaves.
lyrics and leave is in the title. So.
Got it.
Ha.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah.
A little slow on that one.
Keep up. So if you guessed that the thing on the piano is a sneeze guard, you were right.
I think that was my first live stream mid-piano sneeze. I was trying to hold in a sneeze like for about 16 measures, but it got me. That you gotta go.
You kept playing, though.
Of course I kept playing. There
And
could
you
be an
covered-
earthquake and I'll keep playing. At this point in life, I don't think there's very much that could stop me.
And you didn't even grab for the sneeze guard. You
I
actually
did
just...
not even grab. No.
That's what we're going to call that from now on. It's the sneeze guard.
I don't know what to say. You sneeze, you sneeze. It happens.
It must be for the same reason that I have something in my eye that I can't get out.
Let's see.
I must look like
How's everyone doing?
I think
folks?
I look like a pirate right now.
Never heard that one. Oh, they're talking about something else. They're talking about other things. I was trying to talk about if ever I would leave you. Buick car.
Eric
What?
says I'm off like a herd of turtles.
A Buick ad.
Yeah, the Skylark.
Oh, Skylark. Got it.
We actually
I gotta
we owned
catch up
one.
here. I gotta catch up with everything that's going on.
very first car that I ever ran out of gas was the Buick Skylark.
Is that what it was?
It was a Buick Skylark.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, it was.
You
Especially
were on a date.
I was on my very first
What
date
did that girl
ever.
do?
I don't remember. She never dated me again, so I don't know. I don't know where she ever went.
She made like
She
a
could
tree and left.
She could be watching the live stream right now as we speak. I don't know.
Well,
I don't even remember
I'm personally
her name.
happy that you ran out of gas that day, as embarrassing as it was, because who knows, maybe that would have been the love of your life and you would have gotten married. You know what I'm saying? It's all meant to be. I keep saying this to Larry to annoys him. I say all roads lead to where you are. So whenever we have any kind of aggravation in life about whatever, because we all have aggravation in life, I say, yeah, but, if it wasn't that, it would have been something else and you would still be here. Because all roads lead to where you are.
Yeah, when you come to a fork in the road, take it.
That's right. Exactly. Great advice. What's going on in this Phillies game?
Yogi
Anyone
Berra.
wanna tell us?
Yogi Berra said that, by the way.
Yes, Yogi Berra.
Along
He said a
with-
lot of great things.
It ain't
it's not
over
over
till it's
he
over.
used ain't. It's not over till it's
not,
over.
right.
He also said, you got to believe.
He was just being nice because he didn't want to talk about fat women. That's why he.
What?
That's why. Because the saying is,
Oh,
it's not over till the
not
fat
over till the
lady
fat lady sings,
sings,
like in
and
the opera.
he didn't want to talk
So
about
he just
fat
said it's
people.
not over till it's over.
He was a real gentleman.
That's nice.
He was.
So this next one, these next two are original because, no, didn't I say I was putting something else in here?
Yes. Haha.
Aha, I didn't forget.
You caught yourself.
I caught myself. I was going to play the
You almost-
one after this.
you
Is going
almost
to be
sneezed-
original.
you
But
almost
first,
sneezed
we're
over
going
it.
to get silver and gold in here with Linda Ronstadt sang this one, right? It's by Reynolds and Rhodes, and this is Silver Threads and Golden Needles. Linda Ronstadt really sang a lot about heartbreak, right? That was silver threads and golden needles would not mend this heart of mine. Okay, so now I'm going to play two originals. The first one is Prairie, because all those colors in the prairie, you might just originally think of brown. But when you're out there and you really, really look, you see all the subtleties of all those warm, golden chocolate colors of
Brown.
And
Sorry, couldn't help myself.
And dust balls.
All the subtle shades of brown.
Yeah, there are a lot of shades of earth tones, Larry.
We know that because when you go to the hardware store to pick out paint, you can find a lot of shades of earth tones.
Yes, you can, which reminds me of the prairie.
Right. Glad we didn't.
I'm trying to talk about the beautiful colors of the prairie, and you're just like brown.
Well.
Okay. So, brown. And then after that will be cherry blossom, which are beautiful shades of pink. Okay, you gonna make fun of that too?
No, but
Okay.
I was just thinking about, gray. I don't know why. It just came to my mind, gray.
Sometimes those don't exactly match the recordings or the sheet music because I'm a living composer and not a dead one. And so I still kind of futz around with my originals. But that was Prairie and Cherry Blossom. And I'm glad you like that. Donna, thank you. I'm glad you like that. So now I've got, oh yeah, California Dreaming. Larry, you were just talking about gray. As you know, gray has been a very, very popular color for the inside of people's homes in the last couple of years. And I kind of think it's funny. I do, because
Your cats don't think it's funny.
we have gray cats. They're lovely. But I think gray is just a funny color for the inside of your house because I think it's kind of gloomy and depressing. And I know it's neutral and it's kind of in right now. But you know what happens. I mean, people look back on the 60s and they make fun of the avocado colored appliances and what else did we have? Rust shag carpeting and orange and green furniture. That was hip and cool at one time. Well, now it's gray, but I think that it kind of speaks to our country's mood, which is somewhat depressed. And historians, people will look back and say, what was going on in the early 2020s when everyone painted their houses gray to look like cemeteries and tombstones? Yeah. A little depressed, COVID, all the things. Before you know it, yellow will be in again. Everyone will be painting their inside of their homes yellow. Yellow kitchens. Remember that? Yellow sunny kitchens. Bright colors. Cheerful colors. But right now, people are not using the cheerful colors. No, they're not. There are deep psychological reasons for this. But yeah, Eric, I'm telling you, gray. I even fell for it. I have a bathroom and it's gray and my bedroom is gray. It's supposed to be soothing, but they are the same colors as tombstones, folks. It's not like we're painting everything purple.
I think the cats had it right.
The cats just had a fight?
No, I think the cats have it right.
How so?
The color's overrated.
Ah, I see what you're saying. They're teaching us to think in shades of gray.
I don't think that they can see color.
I don't think so either. I think they see
Shades.
shades, like, when we watched
Of
black and
gray.
white TV and you saw Lucille Ball and her hair was red, and you knew it was red, but it was, still
How did
black.
you know it was red? Because someone told you it was red.
Well, you could tell, Larry, in the shade. Like there were so many shades of gray. You know what I'm saying? All right, I can't do this anymore. California Dreaming on such a gray day. Yeah, the mamas and the papas, they were very depressed. They were on the East Coast when they wrote this song for sure. Wishing they were back in California. So, speaking of brightening things up, I'm going to do a few songs in a row that have yellow. Right? Yep. Yellow Submarine. Let's all live in one. It's just kind of crazy. And The Yellow Rose of Texas, which I don't know if Morris and Kitty are watching tonight, but this one is for you. And of course, my favorite, you know what it is, Yellow Bird. Well, Fran, your house is great. I'm talking about the exterior, the interiors, not the exteriors. A lot of houses are gray, white, black, whatever on the outside, but the trend has been interior colors of making everything all gray. That was what I was saying. Oh, Peter, I'm not even going to repeat your joke. Okay. There we go. I got some nice bright colors in there. 3 songs with yellow. Thank you, Allison. Nice that you're here. Yes, lots of colors. How often is the piano tuned? Asked Eric. Does the season affect the frequency? Yes to everything. Let's see, what do we got today? We're at 35%. Victoria prefers it to be 41%. 36% humidity. So piano was tuned today, and when this gal first came in, we were doing weekly tunings. Pricey, I know, but new strings, new hammers. So it kind of has to be tuned like that. And then we started going every 2 weeks, and I've been keeping it about every 2 weeks. And then we were away, right, last week? Did we not stream for 2 weeks, or was it 1? I don't remember anymore. It's all kind of a blur.
We've been away for 2 weeks.
Yeah, so this was now the 3rd week. So usually now this is tuned between once and twice a month. Most piano owners will tune their instrument twice a year. Usually. If they're playing it consistently and using it as a work piano. I have pretty sensitive ears, so I always tune my piano 4 times a year, every time when the season changes, so every 12 weeks. But now that we are using this piano, not just for live streaming, but for recording as well, I like to keep it in tip-top shape. So doing these streams and your piano jar tips help this all keep going, and Victoria stays in tune. So every bit helps. It does become expensive. Speaking of expensive, next week, Larry and I are headed back to New Hampshire working on this project. This is definitely the most intricate project I have ever attempted. I shouldn't say attempted. I'm doing it. I'm not just attempting it. We're doing it. We're doing it. So you've heard the first piece, Ireland, an orchestral portrait. I threw my hat in the ring for the Grammy Awards. Don't worry, it won't happen, but I've been disappointed now at the Grammy Awards for 30 years in a row, so I'll survive. But we threw it in. This time I was in a different category. I'm usually in that new age category of solo piano work, but this time I entered into best arrangement of an instrumental work. So I felt like I was entering into the category of the grown-ups. It was really kind of fun to do that and be part of that whole process. And we have several other works that are now being arranged and orchestrated. So this next week, we will be mixing and mastering 2 more pieces. One of them is Flying from my Dreaming of Summer album. It's a great arrangement. Love it so much. Did it with Louis Anthony DeLise. And the other one is Return of a Knight from my very first album, Heel of the Hand. Knight spelled with a K, like knight in shining armor. Return of a Knight. It's supposed to be a soundtrack for King Arthur returning home. So we'll be in the studio mixing those, and then I'll be putting down piano tracks for the next round. We send them over to Budapest, Hungary. Watch them on Zoom in mid-November, record the next few. There'll be a whole album of orchestrated works for you to have and enjoy sometime in 2023. And in a few weeks, just about 5 weeks from now, you'll have my EP of original solo piano works. The End. What's it called? All the Best Returns. The End of Summer came out. That's why I'm mixed up. There's a lot of projects happening at the same time. So that is what's going on. And someone admired the hydrangeas behind me. So yes, I picked those from the garden, and lots of colors this year. Got red and purple and some green. Every year they surprise me, and every year I'm excited to see how the hydrangeas turn color, depending on the pH of the soil. And so now, well, Eric, wouldn't that be nice? Yes, it would. And if I did get a Grammy, you would hear me shouting all the way from my house to yours. Hi, Corliss. Thanks for the stars. Appreciate that. And Lynn says your mom turns it once a year. That's probably okay. A lot of times these older pianos have tight pins inside, and the pins stay nice and tight and keep it in tune. But what really helps is having consistent temperature and humidity in the home. we just had to have our heating system fixed. This is getting boring, but just letting you know, we had it fixed so that our humidifier, which is in the heating system, is now working. It wasn't working for a while. So now that we're in heating season, the dry weather, not good for piano. Wow, wow. All right, we're coming to the end here. Look at this already. So how about we just go right to number 20. And this one has Pink in the lyric. The Brahms Lullaby, Lullaby and Goodnight. Yeah. So lullaby and goodnight to all of you. I don't know if you're going to bed after the live stream, but here's a tune to get you in the mood. Thanks so much for being here. So next week is live stream number 200. Yeah. What? That's crazy. And instead of doing a special set, it's also, spooky weekend, right? Halloween. So we'll be expecting you to be dressed up in a Halloween costume. And we will do a spooky set.
I'm scared already.
For number 200. It's going to be scary. Definitely scary. And that's the end of that. Thanks again for being here.
All right. Thanks, everyone, for being here. Carmel, take it away.
Hey, Carmel. Say goodnight to everybody. That's right. Good girl.